Welcome back to another episode of the Bellied Up Podcast. Charlie, how you feeling, buddy?
Feeling good, Miles. It's a new day, and I'm alive, man.
And where are we at today?
Oh, we're at Schullers.
I'm wearing the sweatshirt even.
They got a nice hockey.
When in Minnesota, you got to wear a hockey
when
sweatshirt.
In Golden Valley, baby. Golden Valley. It's nice being here, man. Place being here with you. Place is bumping. Have we bought pull tabs yet?
We haven't. We're gonna have to do that
next go round, next episode. Dude, I was thinking the other day, and by the other day I mean like on my drive here today, like cash makes the world go round.
Cash is king, I think.
Cash is king. It's what they say. But Cassius Clay was a boxer. What do you think, dude, if we weren't paid in cash? If we weren't doing things for cash, what would we work for?
Yeah, if we weren't paid money, how would we like to be paid?
Right.
Okay.
Right.
I think that I would like to be paid, as you've just brought up, in pull tabs.
What? But, so it's just the thrill of the game? You can't win cash?
Well, I think you can win cash.
Miles, you just loopholed this situation, dude. You can't loophole the question.
Okay, fine. What were you going to say then?
I was going to say land.
That you could then sell for more money?
Wow.
I think we truly are finding out that cash is king.
You know what? No, here's how I want to be paid.
Fine.
I want to be paid. I want to be given I want to be paid in access to your garage to take one thing from your garage. I get to decide. And you can even put stipulations. It can't be one thing. So if you like your car, can't be the car. But you can't put dibs on all the cars.
Okay, fine.
You're
not gonna. It's a lot of just junk in my garage.
I enjoy junk.
I know. Yeah, you do. That's why you got that snowmobile you haven't fixed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't. I was gonna say it's closer, but it's not. I did. I haven't put any. Also, there's no freaking snow anymore. So, that's the thing. The snowmobilers, they just keep going farther and farther north to find more snow. Same time, polar bears coming farther and farther south to find more food.
Meet in the middle at some point.
Dinner, baby. Yep.
So I'd like to be paid in garlic bread.
Oh, that's dangerous, Miles.
Like, I don't think you guys understand how much I love garlic bread. It's like, I've been trying to lose weight, trying to eat healthier, and that has been the hardest thing I've noticed to cut out of my diet is garlic bread.
How many?
And it's in any form. It could be Texas toast style. It could be garlic knots. It could be garlic monkey bread. It could be garlic sticks.
Oh.
Sometimes I'll even just take a scoop of garlic butter and just put one of those down.
That's fascinating. First of all, this is the first time I'm hearing that you can make monkey bread out of garlic bread.
Yeah.
You have garlic with the sweetness in that?
No, you just make monkey bread, but instead of putting like cinnamon and sugar and icing on it, you just put garlic butter on it. Garlic and butter.
That's cool, dude. You're like always protected from vampires.
Yeah.
Because you got that garlic breath.
I got great breath.
Trust me. Sitting
Poor
next to you
Ann.
all these times.
Poor Ann.
I know, dude. So where did your love for garlic bread begin?
I don't think that you choose garlic bread. It chooses you.
And when did it first choose you, Miles?
I mean, I've been eating garlic bread since I was a wee young chap.
And did you first have it with spaghetti at your folks' house? Like, what was your first memorable time with garlic bread? Yeah,
I remember getting like garlic bread at school. My mom was kind of a spaz about food growing up,
Okay. What do you mean by that? She only organic garlic bread?
It's, we used to get 100-calorie snacks. Do you remember those things?
Oh, yeah. Like where it was like the diet front fruits.
Yeah, it was like they'd be Oreos, but they would just like be little crackers that were not Oreos at all.
Yeah.
And then she'd be like, oh, it's great. Then you don't eat as many calories. But then we would just eat like 6 of them.
6 bags.
Because they're tiny little bags, and it defeated the whole purpose.
Right. Should have just given you the real thing.
So, but yeah, it's like I try and put garlic on almost anything I eat. If I'm cooking at home, I'm just garlic powder, garlic, minced garlics once in a while. You garlic butter. It doesn't matter.
So it's really the garlic for you. It's not necessarily the bread.
I mean, the bread, it's just straight carbohydrates to the dome.
Yeah.
It's like first getting a beer buzz and then getting a garlic buzz is like 1-2 for me.
Oh, the 1-2 punch. I mean, that must be tough for you because you've lost a lot of weight.
I know, and it's been tough, but that's like, the splurge, right? Some people want ice cream, some people want this and that. Just give me a loaf of garlic bread.
Here's my question: why don't more bars have garlic bread?
I don't know.
Well, I think you got a thing there, Miles. I think if you start a bar, you serve garlic bread there. That could be your thing, the garlic bar.
Yeah, and you basically you buy dinner and it makes sure we give you a stick of mint gum. So after you're done eating your garlic bread, you put that instead of getting like dessert is all minty desserts,
Yes.
like mint ice cream and stuff like that.
You have to think to the future, and if your entire clientele is into just garlic-based products, they're never gonna be able to create more people because it's just gonna be like,
yeah.
All right, should we take some callers, Miles? What do you think?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Bellied Up Podcast. Who we talking to?
I'm talking to Jordan.
Jordan. What's going on today? Where are you calling from?
Calling from Northeast Kansas.
Okay. You're in Kansas. Why don't you belly up to the bar with us? Tell us what's on your mind.
Yeah, so I was just recently married back in September.
Congratulations.
Kind of looking for a little honeymoon getaway. Not sure where we want to go yet. Figured I'd call and see what you guys would say for a honeymoon.
Okay. Well, let's get some of the details. You got married in September. What do you and your wife like to do for fun?
Oh, a little bit of everything. Nothing that we've turned down yet, I guess.
Okay.
Thanks for giving us a lot.
That
of
was a lot to go off
information in
of.
that.
Yeah.
How much money
I
you
don't
look?
know.
Are you looking to stay in the States? Are you looking to go somewhere outside? You got some money to spend or not?
Yeah, see, we were looking at a cruise, but I don't know about a cruise.
Down to a cruise. Cruises are the friggin' worst, man. It's a prison on the ocean.
Yeah, don't believe Shaquille O'Neal. He's always pushing Carnival cruises. There's no way Shaquille O'Neal's on a cruise. He doesn't fit on a cruise.
I went on a cruise one time in my life, and I want the number one thing I wanted was to get off that cruise. It was awful, dude.
Okay, so we axed the cruise. Go ahead.
My dad just went to on a cruise here actually last week, and I talked to him about it, and he goes, "Yeah, it's just like a floating nursing home."
That's exactly
Doesn't that sound romantic for your honeymoon?
Yeah, no, it sucks.
I know, and that's
The food sucks. The drinks are watered down. It's super expensive, and you're trapped. Yeah, it's awful.
Okay, so we've eliminated the cruise. Where else are you thinking other than a cruise?
maybe like the Dominican Republic.
Okay, so you got he's a spendy fella.
He's got a budget.
He's got a budget. Yep, got a budget. Nice.
Yeah, a little bit.
So what are you looking for in a honeymoon? Would you say you're looking to just get intimate the whole time, or are you looking for adventure? What are you looking for?
Looking for like a little bit of both, if there's an option for that.
Okay, maybe an adventure with intimacy as well.
I like that, Miles.
Yeah.
I like where
That
you're
would
going.
be nice.
Yeah, you can do it with sharks. Actually, there's an experience for that. It's cheap too. You just find a beach and you hold your breath and make it happen. There's sharks
you're looking to go out to a beach somewhere. You're looking for maybe exploring a city, like you're thinking a Europe trip. You thinking a beach vacation. What are you thinking?
I'm not interested in all those cities. They're overrated. I think.
You want to do the Jimmy Buffett special. You want to be with your feet in the sand, ass in a lawn chair, and sucking down margaritas?
You bet. I mean, there's nothing better than that.
Okay. Charlie, where would you send them?
I am looking at Conrad, Maldives, Rangali Island, Maldives. You can sleep in a hotel underwater, dude. That's so freaking cool.
What?
Yeah, you can sleep underwater. You have to scuba dive down to it. But then it's just you and
I don't know if I can hold my breath that long.
no scuba dive, dude. You got you got oxygen on you. You know. Yeah, you
Then
got.
I feel like an old person with an oxygen tank.
Well, no, bro. It's scuba diving. It's a sport. You gotta learn how to start getting scuba certified. Okay, piss on my parade. I'll find
That's
something
a good
else.
idea.
This must be what it's like being a travel agent. You know, you get excited about something. They're like, oh well.
You suggest the
No,
one
I'm
where
not
you get
a
a
scuba
higher.
diver kind of guy.
Yeah, he's a land guy. He's like me. I like being on solid, flat ground. I don't love heights. I don't love spending too much time underwater.
I've been to the ocean once, and the one time I went to the ocean, I went to the Atlantic Ocean, I think, Virginia Beach.
Yeah,
when I was like in seventh grade, and I was there for like 15 minutes. I was on a school trip, and one of my buddies fell on my arm, and I broke my arm. So not too keen on the ocean, but
okay.
I can see why you hate the ocean. Yeah, because your buddy fell on your freaking arm. I get it, dude. That's fine. That's fine. There's other options. Do you like the mountains?
Yeah, actually, so we went to Colorado Springs and got married. We eloped to Colorado Springs. That's actually the first time I've been to like the mountain range, and we went to Pikes Peak, and it was beautiful.
Oh, okay.
I think the wife loved it too. So.
Okay, maybe we're making some headway here, Charlie.
I like it. We can go back to Colorado, do the mountains. If you want the cheaper version, you go to the driftless area of Wisconsin because that's where the glacier missed. We got some hills there. And if you're at the bottom of one of those hills and you've had enough cocktails and the clouds are up, the clouds can kind of look like mountains there too. And you can climb a hill, pretend you're on a mountain. That's the budget version of it.
Okay. So here we're sending.
Hey, there you go.
We're sending him to the mountains, Charlie. Let's give him some advice on what he should do at the honeymoon.
All right.
What are our tips for a great honeymoon, Charlie? You started off.
Okay, first things first on a great honeymoon. What you're gonna want?
Your honeymoon wasn't that great.
No, it was fine. I don't know, man.
I'll kick it off, Charlie.
You kick this off.
So something great for a honeymoon is your wife's gonna love it if you make some plans, right? I don't know how your guys' relationship.
Yeah, I'm such a big plan guy.
Well, that's
but that's every 30 minutes what we're doing.
Well, you're calling this podcast.
Hold on. So she's the planner, is what you're saying.
Yeah, she's definitely the planner.
That's great. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm saying you don't normally plan. So if you do make a plan, she's going to be like, "Oh, that's so sweet. He never plans anything, and he did for a honeymoon."
You did your due diligence.
And it doesn't take that much. Just make a couple dinner reservations somewhere, and she's going to love that.
Yeah.
How hard is it to make a couple calls, huh? Because I think what your goal is to make sure you're getting lucky on this honeymoon, too, and that's going to up your chances.
That's one of the main goals.
So, yeah, I would say just make a few plans. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. Even if it's, hey, I got a plan for today, and it's like we're going to eat at the hotel bar. As long as there's just a plan. We have scheduled TV time from 2 to 4.
Better than nothing.
Exactly. Yeah. She's going to love that, especially if she's the one doing all the planning.
Finish the day off at the bar from noon to midnight.
Mm-hmm. A plan's a plan, baby. That's all you need.
Food.
Dude, I got here's your new plan. I got a freaking tree house with a hot tub in it. You can sleep in the trees.
Ooh, that sounds awesome.
Yeah. Not only that, I've got 5 other options. Okay. So, I mean, yeah, dude, I got 5 tree houses you can sleep in the mountains. And,
whoa.
Yeah. So that's exciting.
Where are these mountains located?
Colorado.
So, Charlie, what else should he do on the honeymoon to ensure that he has a great time?
Get a freaking treehouse, man. You got to look at these things. They're awesome. What else should you do?
Treehouse.
Yeah. What do you do? Do adventures, because after an adventure, you kind of like get this bond and this attachment, and that makes the hanky panky cranky Yankee, you
and
know?
stanky.
And yeah, I mean, depending on what the adventure is, yeah. I mean, you go, so get some real interesting adventure sports. Like, have you guys ever tried? You're going to be in the mountains. You can do some rock climbing. Oh, that would be cool. Near-death experiences is what you're looking for.
Yeah, really bring you together.
Yeah, there's nothing that gets people turned on and fired up to fornicate like a near-death experience. All right. Don't take my word for
Crank that life insurance before we leave.
Yeah.
On our honeymoon.
But make sure she doesn't die on the honeymoon and it's your fault, because that
you ain't getting the money then.
It's coming right back to you. That's a classic thing. Everybody always tries to off their significant other on the honeymoon, And
wait a couple of years before you do that.
Yeah.
Right.
The other thing I would say is don't do anything competitive with your wife. I made this mistake on my honeymoon. Ann and I at the resort, there was a pickleball court.
Oh,
and we started playing pickleball, and I got to win. And win did I? I did. And for a couple hours afterwards, there wasn't a lot of conversation between her and I. So if I were to do my honeymoon again, I'd stay away from competing against the wife. It can get ugly.
You want to win the war, not the battle. Miles won the battle, lost the war.
A big mistake. So stay away from that on your honeymoon.
And then he had a sad wiener to show for it. Just a sad wiener. So yeah, I think near-death experiences. Let her win. For sure, this freaking treehouse with the hot tub, dude. That's money. And I mean, did we do okay there, Miles?
Yeah.
All right.
I think that sounds like a plan.
Yeah.
The treehouse would be tough if one of you's scared of heights, though. So just maybe check in on that before you go making plans.
I'm not scared of heights, and I don't think she is either. But
there you go. Treehouse it is.
But you gotta remember, fear is your friend, my guy.
Oh, yeah.
Fear is your friend. It just makes all the other senses. What fear does is it brings out your survival instincts, and it just fires up all the survival instincts. One of those instincts is procreation. So there you have it. I read that on National Geographic.
Thanks for planning.
Yep, he's been now he's trying to get off.
Planning my honeymoon. No, I'm not trying to get off. I want to switch to another topic.
Oh, okay. Well, let's switch gears. What do you got?
The weather. How's the weather been up there?
Oh, it's awful, man. It's freezing. It's warm. It's whatever. It's terrible. What do you think's going on?
Monday, me and the wife after work, we went and took the dogs on a walk. Shorts and a t-shirt. Yesterday, wearing a t-shirt all day. Didn't go on a walk after work. The wind was a little bit scary. Wake up this morning and there's snow on the ground.
Yeah.
Now I'm out here working in the field. There's not a drop of snow in sight.
Yeah. Hey, you know what they say in the Midwest? If you don't like the weather, just wait 10 minutes.
Yeah. That's for sure.
Is the weather going to screw you? You're out there in the field, you said?
It shouldn't, unless it rains a lot. Pulling trees out, tearing trees out, kind of improving some ground, more acres.
Well, is that improving it or deproving it? What's the opposite of improving?
Well, if you ask he's the guy that runs our hunting division, he thinks we're deproving it, but we think we're improving it.
I think you're deproving it.
Yeah, why are you taking the trees out, dude? We need some to stabilize the climate. And they'll block all the wind.
We're not taking out all the trees. We're taking out the trees that are out in the middle of the pastures, but leaving all the trees like in the waterways and draws and stuff like that for the deer.
Okay.
All right. Well, we appreciate you calling in today, man. Good luck with all of the woodwork that you're doing. Call. Yeah, have fun on the honeymoon, and congratulations on getting married.
Thank you.
Yeah, big moves coming, and you do whatever you want with those trees. Make some nice out of the wood you get going out of there, Go mill it or something. Make it nice. I don't know. Anyways, just thoughts.
We'll make something nice.
Yeah.
All right.
Real good. Have a good one, man.
Yep. Thanks for taking my call.
Yep. See ya.
See ya.
Have you ever been in a treehouse before? Like a Airbnb in a treehouse before? Have you?
An Airbnb tree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you?
Yeah.
You have?
Yeah.
What was it like? Was it
Oh,
awesome?
it's freaking cool, man.
I've never
really
done
cool.
it. I am scared of heights. Is that an issue?
No,
It's
you
not
just
that-
gotta.
You're not that high off the ground.
You're not that high off the ground, and you know what? What better way to counter your fears than that? You know.
That is true. Wake up in the morning and just get scared.
Yeah.
You don't need coffee then, right?
It's just adrenaline going. No, you'll be fine. Yeah, but it's cool.
All right.
cool.
I'll have to see what Ann thinks. Maybe with next vacay.
Yeah.
Treehouse.
We'll get a treehouse.
Welcome to the Bellied Up Podcast. Who we talking to?
Hi, this is Chantal.
Chantel, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
Oh, we're doing real good. Where are you calling in from, Chantel?
I am calling from Ohio.
Oh,
Say it again. You cut out. You going through a tunnel?
Oh, sorry. I'm driving and through woods. So
All right. Where are you calling in from?
I'm calling from Forest, Ohio.
Okay, a little Ohio. What are you calling in for? Why don't you belly up to the bar with us?
So I have recently become a real estate agent, and I was calling to see what you guys thought would make the best Midwest realtor. Make doing everything right.
Okay.
I think first things first, you need a Midwest marketing plan. You know?
Yeah. I mean, the number one rule of real estate is all about marketing. It doesn't matter if you're good or not. As long as you got good marketing, you got good business.
That's true. You just need the people always coming through. And I think you got to find the trick is to market in the ways that Midwest people will be able to receive it, you know? So,
Yes.
like, what do you think, Miles?
Well, I think if you're trying to market to Midwest people, you got to start in the bars, right? Maybe you start with putting your face on some coasters. Maybe you start with getting a neon sign and putting them up at bars. Guys love taking pees at the urinal. Right above the urinal, give them something to read.
That's not a bad idea.
You know what
There
I
you
mean?
go. I could do a fire right above the urinal.
Yep.
Urinal flyers is
And-
going to be your best friend.
But you gotta, what you're looking for is you need to make them laugh, right? So your slogan's got to be something funny. So what slogan would you maybe go with, Charlie?
Hey, you need a house
Or no?
or no? There you go. See, hilarious right there. Right there. I got the keys to your place, you know, and then it's just you pointing at the thing. That's a little bit more serious, but give yourself a nice winky face, okay? And that'll really catch the eye as the dingle dangles there above the urinal.
Yeah.
So, play with the urinal.
No, you go, got drunk again? I have a house that would be awesome to sleep on the couch at.
yeah,
You know?
there you go. Or kind of like do a thing where you're looking like you're looking down. This is for the urinal flyer, and like you got enough small things in your life. How about a big house to help you overcompensate?
Yeah.
You know?
Are you looking for overcompensation? I got a
Yeah.
house for you.
Yeah. Or you just, do the classic and say, nice watch. If you can afford that, try one of these homes, you know? So now we got marketing taken care of. Oh, and when you're showing the house, now you got them in the door, literally. But when you're showing the house, you got to make sure you're showing them the right stuff. Okay. If you got Midwest people, they're not necessarily interested in the crown molding first. I mean, eventually they'll get to that. But go make sure that the water heater's working right, and make sure you slap it when you say, this is a good one right here.
Yep.
You know?
You're really selling an experience, Charlie. So you got to
You
make
are.
sure that the Wheel of Fortune is on the TV.
Yes.
They need to visualize what it's going to be like when they plop down on a Saturday morning, you know?
Yep, and have the floor plan on the kitchen table and show them all the exits people will attempt to go out during a Midwest goodbye and what barriers you can put in their place. This is where the leftovers go before door number 3. You need to have all these barriers that people got to get through so they can't just skedaddle and do an Irish goodbye out of your house.
In the fridge, you got to just stock it full of old whipped cream containers and butter containers so they can visualize how much space there is for leftovers.
Yep. And
a nice casserole dish in there.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And you got to remind them that the fridge comes with the house. We love a twofer. Okay. Something's got to come with the house. All right. If it's furniture, that's great. The more things that come with the house, the better, because we just feel like we're getting a deal. Okay. Even if that house is full of black mold, we'll be fine if it comes with a couch that's full of black mold. Okay.
A couch and some nice paneling makes the black mold all better, right?
Oh, yeah. Wood paneling. Yeah. That seals it in there, just like the asbestos.
Yeah, and you got to get good at the marketing terms, right? The house isn't small. It's just got a lot of charm.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's not moldy. It just has character. So you got to get good at using your adjectives when you're describing the home.
And then...
All right.
Yep. And maybe take them around and introduce them to the neighbors, too. Kind of show them the neighbors. I tell you this one. If one of the neighbors has a little plant growing out of the gutters, that's going to get this person excited because they're going to be like, oh, the neighbors haven't done their gutters in at least a year. I got to get up there. You want them excited to move in. And the best way to do that is, you know what? Just go put a plant in the neighbor's gutters because the neighbor's gutters are probably going to be cleared out. But put a little plant up there. Get them excited about maybe being able to do the neighbor's gutters. I think they're going to be moving in quicker than you think.
Yeah, some people like moving into a place where like lawn and snow removal is you could have that, but it's just like, oh, Bill across the street once in a while was going to shovel your drive for you. You can't guarantee it, but it's definitely a perk that comes with the house.
Absolutely, to know somebody like that, and the other thing you gotta be thinking about sort of outdoor potluck situations. Again, have like a table set up there. Show them where the line's gonna go. Show them where the you got your Weber, your Smoky Joe. Show them the spacing for all of this. Really leave nothing to the imagination. You want to lay this out for them before.
Now, I got a question for you. What is your current tactics? How are you trying to sell more homes currently?
So I just try to get my face out there. I am on coffee mugs in the coffee shop because I figured, those farmers, they like to talk. So
yes, they do.
Based on the coffee mugs in the coffee shop, and I just try to talk to as many people and not let them get away from me. Use that good or Midwest goodbye as a tactic.
Yeah.
By the end of it, they know I'm a realtor.
Yeah, it's smart because on face value, it's like, well, why are you going after the farmers? They haven't moved in they stay in the same house for 50 years, but they are the gossip center of the entire town.
They're basically the news reporters.
Like the farmers act like they don't want to be in anyone's business, but what they do is they get their morning coffee and they just start gossiping away.
Mm-hmm. And you get over to that coffee shop. I honestly think you get there when it opens and you park yourself right there just with an open table and you're going to find someone to talk to pretty quick. If you can get yourself into that golden circle of old dudes talking over their coffee, you've made it. You have made it into the fold. Like every coffee shop or whatever diner has a table of old guys talking. And if you can get your way in there, so just get yourself a newspaper and just start saying audibly, can you believe they're doing this shit again? And just slam it down. You're going to attract one. That's like calling a buck in. You're a hunter at this point. You're going to get some other old fellow be like, I know that shit. It's crazy. And figure out what shit he's talking about and just pretend like you care about that. And bada bing, bada boom, you're in like sin.
Right. Between the farmers and then I own a construction company with my husband too. I got all the construction guys on my side. So I'm hoping that those two their gossiping will push me forward.
I like that.
Yeah, that's a whole other taste. So now you guys are owning all these different parts of the housing business. Look at you guys. You're about to have your own empire down there in Ohio.
Miles will be glad to hear we specialize in concrete and masonry, and our name is Whitetail Construction.
Oh.
So, we got corner right there.
I like that.
Hey, I like the advert. Are your coffee mugs? You know what you should have on one face? It should just be, or on one side of the coffee mug, it's your face. On the other side, it's just a whitetail's tail. You know, that's kind of fun. Could be a little erotic for bucks in the area, but just a nice design for everyone else.
Yeah.
What what job did you try before that didn't work out, then you ended up being a realtor?
So I've been kind of all over the place. I went to school. I have 2 degrees in livestock science. So I specialized in cattle and swine production. And then I was in finance for about 5 years.
Okay. I knew that would be the answer because no one ever starts out as a real estate agent. They just end up being a real estate agent. So I'm glad we cleared that up.
Yeah, what made you want to be a real estate agent? Is it like set your own hours, do your own thing? You're really into houses, makes sense with your husband's biz. What were the motivating factors?
I like that I could set my own hours, and I like looking at houses and helping people. I like to talk to people a lot, so it just kind of made sense to drag people through houses and talk to them the whole time.
Yeah, well, I think it's going to make dollars for you, too, coming up here pretty quick.
Any last places you think she could put her face to really get her name out there, Charlie?
Have you looked into skywriters?
I have not.
Okay, you might want to think about that.
What is that?
An airplane that writes in the sky.
Oh, yeah.
How
or a big
else?
banner.
Big banner would be nice. Just, this is how you do it. You got all those farmers, they need to be crop dusted. Get a nice banner out there on the back of the crop duster. Just pay the crop duster to, put a banner behind their deal.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be great. I mean, it may get caught up in something.
And maybe
start
like
a fire.
Power line or something.
Yeah, and also who knows? Maybe don't do that. But it's a fun idea. We're spitballing here.
Yeah, no judgment here, Charlie.
Yeah. And by the way, on the opposite side, if a crop duster gets caught in a power line, starts a massive fire. I mean, that's some good viral marketing for you right there. House is so hot, they're on fire.
Yeah.
I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know.
She doesn't love it.
I would feel bad because they would get hurt.
No, they've got a parachute.
Oh, okay.
It's a hypothetical situation. No one's actually dying in this scenario, Yeah, maybe that was a terrible idea. But
I got another one.
Yeah, what's that?
Get your face on the back of all the snow plows.
Oh, yeah.
So in the wintertime, you get stuck behind a snow plow. That's the worst, But at least maybe give them something entertaining to look at when they're behind one.
That's not.
Start getting your face everywhere.
Yeah, that's not.
All right.
Have you bought any billboards yet?
I have not bought any billboards yet.
Well, why not?
Because I need the money first.
Miles, you know why she's calling in? She's calling in to advertise her business.
We did it again.
We did. We're giving away free advertising space. We should charge for this stuff. Yeah, we're idiots. That's okay. We do it all for free. All right.
Plug
the
it.
business.
Let's hear it.
Whitetails, right?
Chantel Hartley with the Danbury Company and the Designer Realtor Group. And then we also have Whitetail Construction for all your masonry and concrete needs.
So I can remember Whitetail Construction right off the top. Tell me the name of the realtor name again.
My name's Chantel Hartley. I'm with the Danbury Company.
We're going to need to spice that one up a little bit.
The Danbury Company. Is it could your slogan be like a guy named Dan who's like a berry, like in Willy Wonka? That could be fun. and do a little commercial for
I
that?
don't own that one.
I
I
think
don't own that one. I didn't.
Well, something similar to it, a knockoff. You know, everybody likes a good knockoff.
I'm gonna tell you what house you need. You know, maybe something like that. You gotta spice it
that's
up.
good.
Yeah. Where?
Oh, Chantel, your folks, I says hi. Oh my God.
There you go.
That's you need to
Tell your folks. I says I put that on
everywhere.
a billboard.
Everywhere.
Plant it all across the farmlands of
I'm
Ohio.
gonna be upset if you don't put Chantel, your folks, I says hi. Everywhere, I'm gonna be upset.
You know, it took us a long time. This was just a brainstorming, spitballing session. I even said start a plane on fire.
Yeah, you did.
But it ended up being a good place, okay? And Chantel, your folks, I says hi, I think is a real winner. I think you'd be silly not to really double down on that one.
I like that one. I like that one a lot.
I can tell with the energy in your voice, Chantel, I can tell we were not winning you over there. You thought this was a complete waste of time, but now, no. Chantel.
Yeah, no, it's fun. We're good.
Okay. I feel really good about that, Charlie.
I feel good. Chantel feels good.
Well, Chantel, thanks for calling in. Glad we could plug your business, and you got to get a billboard up that says Chantel, your folks, I says hi.
Yep. Thank you guys for all of the advice. I am super excited to start implementing things and putting my face everywhere. And
yeah, and we'll send you a bill for our marketing services.
Yeah.
I'll be sure to lose that one in the mail.
Might be a little sticker shock.
Classic net 30 situation.
That's all right.
Net 30 years on that payment, I think.
We'll have our lawyer call you. He's got a beard.
All right.
All right. Take care now, Chantel.
Chantel, your folks.
Miles, you dirty dog.
We found it.
We found it.
You know, sometimes it feels like, Charlie, we are walking in a forest without a flashlight in the deep darks of the night. Yeah. But then all of a sudden you stumble upon a little oasis. And,
Miles, it's always darkest before dawn, my guy.
And I was a little worried that we were going to not pull that one out of her ass, but we did.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
we're just creative guys.
You know what? I think something I say, it's kind of like the pickle jar. I loosened it for you. You know? I need to get it going there, but you know,
classic. All your bad ideas led to our good ideas. So thanks for that.
Yeah, every good idea takes about 1,000 bad ideas. And folks, I just want to thank all of you for hanging in there. And I know you've all listened to so many bad ideas over the years. And
blind squirrel finds a nut once in a while.
We do, because we keep looking. It's not about being blind. It's about whether or not you stop looking.
That's right.
There you go.
Let's take another caller.
Let's do it.
Charlie.
What's up, Miles?
You know what this week is?
What's that?
It's your birthday week.
Oh, no. I'm another year closer to my demise.
54 years old.
You know what, Miles? Why don't you go have fun?
Okay, I will. You know how I'm going to have fun for your birthday?
What's that, Miles?
I'm going to have some Tippy Cow.
Oh, yeah. Hey, and blue's my favorite color.
Boom, vanilla for your birthday. That's what I got you, too, by the way.
I
Spoiler
appreciate
alert.
Did you really go out and get me a free Tippy Cow bottle that was already given to you for free, Miles?
No. Nope. I bought that one.
Did you buy that one? Well, really good, man.
Is that what you're going to do on your birthday? You're going to sit on your couch, tip back a nice glass of Tippy Cow?
You know what? I got a show on my birthday, Green Bay, Wisconsin. But
little after show drink.
Little after show concoction will be, you betcha, a little Tippy Cow. Nothing better than getting off stage and pouring myself a nice fat glass of vanilla soft serve on ice and just suck it back.
So, guys, the best drink on your birthday is Tippy Cow, so you got to get some.
Happy birthday to me.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have our favorite lawyer on the line, Mr. Russell at Nicolay Law, and boy, oh boy, am I going to have a few questions for him today, Charlie.
Oh, what's up, Miles?
So I've had some experience with other lawyers, and I tell you what, the thing that I have the toughest time with lawyers, and I've been very public about this on many other podcasts, is you can't ever get a straight answer out of a lawyer. It's always jargon, jargon, jargon. I asked, well, what about this? And it's, you could do this, you could do that. And I just can't seem to get a straight answer all the time. So, Russell, I would love to ask you, why does that happen? And what's your mentality behind all of that legal jargon talking to clients?
Yeah, I think you see a lot of lawyers, it's because they're trained to be really cautious and risk adverse, so they don't want to tell you one thing or another. Also, I think one of the bigger problems is lawyers often don't like to upset people and give them bad news. So the way I've always done it is I just shoot them straight and say, hey, you know what, this is the good, this is the bad, this is the ugly. That's given me a lot of success because, one, if I was on the client's end, I'd want to know that. Like, I want to know an answer. I want to know if it's going to be bad, it's going to be good, or it's going to be terrible. And so when you're comfortable enough to tell people that, it really actually helps out. But I think a lot of lawyers are like, I got to talk in this legal jargon. I got to be real careful. I don't want to upset my client. But what I found out is most folks just want to know, like you're saying, they want plain English and they want you to shoot them straight. And sometimes that's news that they don't want to hear, but they like it when you give it to them that way because then they can deal with it. And so that's what I always tell people here, our lawyers too. I say, hey, shoot people straight. And if it's bad news, give it to them right away so they know. Because often it's not something that we cause. We're just the one that they're hired to help, but we got to tell them what they're dealing with, and they need to know the answer straight. And they need to know the answer early.
Well, and I think it's important because, Charlie, I imagine you had this, right? You're growing up, and your dad probably had the tough conversation with you early. Hey, buddy, you're not going to play for the Packers someday.
Yeah.
And if you wouldn't have that tough conversation, you would have gone a long time thinking you're going to play for the Packers and then would have been disappointed later in life. You'd rather be a little disappointed up front and know what to expect, so then you can be a comedian and not try and go for broke on the NFL.
Well, that is very true. It was nice that my dad told me that, and then also I ignored what he told me and tried anyway. And it was pretty clear after being both third-string quarterback, third-string punter, second-string split end that this was not indeed in the cards for me. Can I sue Miles for bruising my ego, by the way?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen Miles on this podcast. He's kind of attacked you a few times. He bugs you about that divorce stuff. So I don't know. You might have something there. You might have something there, Charlie.
Well, you're an injury attorney, and I am emotionally injured by Miles. Can I sue him? Give me the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Well, I think one of the things would be is potentially there's an intentional action by Miles to harass you and cause you emotional distress. But
I'm definitely guilty of that.
And we have hundreds of hours of documentation on this podcast.
Yeah, on audio and video recording.
Yeah.
So you got a lot of evidence against him. Is it a case that I would take? No. But could you have a case there? Yeah. I just think Miles better just kind of straighten up a bit. Maybe we just give him a warning here. That might be the way to do it.
I'm trying to bankrupt him and get rich off this, Russell. Come on. Anyways.
Yeah, I tell people, when you got a friend or a neighbor and you got a problem with them, sometimes this is the best advice. You just go over there with a 6-pack of beer and you work it out. So I think maybe you and Miles sit down and, get out a couple Miller Lights or Busch Lights and just work it out. I think that's what my advice would be for you.
I love that advice.
It's tough having beers with a guy who comes at you with an emotional baseball bat, but I suppose. Well, Russell, thank you.
How did that feel, getting the good, the bad, the ugly right up front, Charlie?
I mean, I like it, and that's what I appreciate about him. I tell you this much, if I get rear-ended, I know where I'm going.
Appreciate that, guys.
Also, Jared, where do you just start destroying the evidence if he's building this case on me?
Destroying the evidence? You can't destroy our podcast, Miles.
Well, you forced me here. So,
hey, Miles, that's called there's a spoliation of the evidence. So if you're out there actually intentionally destroying evidence, that could be used against you, just so you know.
It's not my fault that our server room caught on fire.
Well, it's kind of on audio recording right now. So
see, I love this. He's helping us out. Think about all the legal questions we can get answered right now, folks. 1-855-NICOLAY.
Well, man, we appreciate calling in as always, and watch out for deer. Don't be looking at those billboards of yours. Gotta watch out for deer on the road too.
I hear you. I appreciate that, guys. Take care.
All right, we'll see you soon.
Welcome to the Belly Up Podcast. Who we talking to?
This is Lauren,
Hey, Lauren, where are you calling from?
Galesburg, Illinois.
Oh, Galesburg. Yeah, I know we're over kind of by the Quad Cities over there.
Yeah, actually, we were at the show in Davenport last week.
Oh, did you like it or no?
Loved it.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Thank you for boosting through. I mean, I really threw that one out
It's
there.
always dicey asking that question.
I know.
Charlie.
I mean, they could have hated it, you know. Well, thanks for coming out. I appreciate you. And
Why don't you belly up to the bar with us? Tell us what's on your mind.
All right. Well, my fiance and I are getting married in September. We've been together for almost 14 years since we were in high school. And so really we just want to have a big party. We're not trying to do the whole traditional thing. We just want to have some fun.
So a joint.
Actually, our reception,
What's up with the wedding?
yes, our reception is at Lambeau Field.
Oh,
Oh,
that
that's
is
cool.
so cool. Right in the atrium there. That's going to be awesome.
We're doing it on the 6th floor.
Well, you save that for after
We've
the
got
wedding, though, you know.
No, the reception.
Oh, yeah. 6th floor is beautiful. That's great. Is it you're going to be overlooking the field and all that?
Yeah, great view of the stadium. We get the rooftop deck for the cocktail hour.
So cool.
Actually, formally would like to invite both of you if you want to crash the wedding.
What day is it again?
September 1st. It's a Sunday, Labor Day weekend.
Okay.
Yeah, Labor Day is tough.
Is it tough for you,
Yeah, I
Miles?
figured you guys would probably be busy.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know my schedule, but I'll take a look at that after this call. Well, we're really happy for you. That's a beautiful place to get married.
So what are you calling in for? What are you
yeah.
looking for?
So I need some advice. We have talked about having a combined bachelor and bachelorette party.
Boo!
I always thought,
Boo!
yeah, I always thought that was kind of tacky, but
What's the point of
The
having a
issue-
bachelor and bachelorette party if you're not doing it without them?
Yeah, it's called a wedding, is what that's
you
called.
just want a pre-wedding party is what you want.
yeah, pretty much. I mean, we've been together long enough. We've never really been bachelor or bachelorette per se.
I know. This
And
is your
we wanna
last
frame
hurrah.
it as there was no first hurrah. We are the first hurrah.
Exactly.
Wait, neither of you have ever been to a bachelor or bachelorette party?
Not really, no.
Well, why not? You don't know anyone who's had them, or you just have never gone?
Don't really know anybody that's had them. Most of our friends are already married.
Mm.
Well,
Okay. So, why do you want to do it together? Why don't you want to do them separately?
Well, part of it is a scheduling thing. My fiance is a full-time farmer and a part-time sound guy. So he's booked like all summer.
yeah.
And to save time, and also we kind of wanted to frame it as a guys versus girls drinking Olympics of sorts.
Now that's not a bad idea right there. I mean, that could be kind of
I
fun.
thought that might be fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
Something where we can get away, have fun, no pressure, but also without, aunts and uncles and the rest of the family around.
Okay, so just friends. Are you going to invite any family on this situation at all?
His brother is one of the groomsmen, so he'll be there.
So kind of
But-
just bridesmaids, groomsmen are coming on this party.
Yeah, there would be a total of 10 of us. It's not a very big. We're doing a small wedding, small party.
Okay.
So, what are you looking for? It sounds like you got it all planned out.
Well, I just want to know if that's tacky, if we should do the traditional, you have your thing and I have mine.
Well, I mean, it sounds like
we
you
live
guys.
in Galesburg, so
I mean, it sounds like you guys really want to do this. So even if I say boo to that idea, I think that you got to do what you guys want to do, don't you think, Charlie?
Yeah, I just want to get clarity on one thing, though. Like, you guys have never known anyone who's had a bachelor or bachelorette party, like, at all? Or you just don't like going to them?
we've never been
invited to one
one.
because they haven't had friends since they've known them that they were already married.
I see. Okay, that makes sense. All right. Well,
Yeah, most of our friends are already married.
I understand now. I was spacing before. Well, hey, listen, I think here's the deal. You guys are pot committed on this. You've been together 14 years. You know the situation. If you want to do these beer Olympics, I think that's great. I think the only question now is what are the games at the Olympics?
Charlie, what games should be at a beer Olympics?
Well, first and foremost, I got to tell you, you got to get your standards in there, okay? You start off with a nice flip cup situation, beer pong. You got to have the standards there. Otherwise, the whole time, you're going to be going, why aren't we playing beer pong? Why aren't we playing flip cup? So get that in there. And then what's the one with the beer in the middle that you stick the cards in? And then when the beer cracks, you lose?
Oh, yeah.
Categories. Okay.
I think you also got to go with a DOS boot competition, little race.
Yep. And
every team member's got to drink something out of it, but whoever finishes the boot first wins.
Yep. That'll go good. Now, I assume you guys could even just do this on your own farm and just sort of keep it, really set up the situation there where you have control over everything. You're saving the money on the rental, and you then have access to, you can do cow races. Are you what kind of a farmer?
Not that kind of farm, but that would be fun.
I know what kind of
corn
farm?
And beans.
Corn and beans. Well, you can do bean races. All right, that's not going to work.
You got to go with normally. I think that you got to make it a little awkward too. I think a good party sometimes gets a little awkward. So maybe get the last game is a game of charades, but have the category be like sex positions or something.
There you go.
Right? Everyone's tuned up, and then everyone's got to act out sex positions, and that would really get the party going, make everyone feel nice and awkward.
Yep. This could end some of those marriages between your friends, though, so be careful with that. Another option, since you have no roads to be wary of on the farm, is this isn't necessarily beer, but it's called the Tour de Francia. And it's where you get a bunch of bicycles and you guys get a race going, and you start off with a little slap the sack and then race bicycles. Make sure everyone has a helmet on.
Right. For safety.
For safety. Yeah, of course. We're primed on that.
What was on
great idea.
What was on your list of games?
The flip cups, the beer pong, just your normal stuff. Beyond that, we really haven't planned it out much because we've been pressed for time.
I mean, you guys sound busier than the president of the United States. What are you guys so busy with?
Well, he's a farmer. He's got another gig. What's your job?
I work for the township assessor's office. So we value properties to let the county know how much taxes to charge you for your house.
Oh, man.
Okay, so you're doing the devil's work is what it sounds like.
Yeah, it's not real popular.
Maybe that's why she wants to have a joint bachelor and bachelorette party, is because she's worried that some of her friends won't show up because she tax assessed them the wrong way.
Oh, there's a drinking game right there. You just bring your work to it, have a little slideshow, and tell them what they would put as the old tax bill on it. That could be great.
There you go.
And hey, combine your work with the drinking games. What does your husband have to do on the farm at the time of this deal?
They will be probably getting ready to start harvest, working on the combines and getting the semis ready for hauling. And
combines and drinkings, those don't combine well. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, but they got maintenance to do. So power tools and drinking always mixes.
Yeah, depending on the power tool, or you could have them, do it the old-fashioned way. Old-fashioned farming right there. There you go. Get yourself one of those old horse harvesters,
What are they going to
Okay.
They're just going to harvest land with a horse?
Yeah, well, it's who can do the most in a certain time.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, that sounds like fun. And you're getting some work done on the farm.
yeah, I mean, they got 10,000 acres, so that would take a while if we had to do that.
Oh, there you go. Just take all the work that you guys are busy. You're trying to get your work done, and you're also trying to have a party. Combine them and make
Put everyone to work.
Yeah, if you say the work is fun, they'll think it.
Yeah, my dad thinks that's fun, so someone's got to.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea right there.
Well, we gave you
Solid
some
plan.
options. What do you think?
I think that was great advice. I think I have all the information I need to plan this thing out and do it right.
Okay.
Well, we helped another person,
Thank you.
Charlie.
Yeah, I think we at least threw some ideas in there. Got the brainstorming to start. Do you have fireworks already locked and loaded?
We don't, but we can get them.
Yeah, I think you should get some fireworks.
And drinking mix well.
Yep, and then play the game. Who's the first to have to go to the emergency room?
Yeah, Roman candle wars.
That could be fun. Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like a great idea.
Bottle rocket tag.
Yeah.
There, you guys finish your bottles. Those are the launchers for the bottle rockets, and then a little tag. You'll know who's it. There will be tears.
It's like flashlight tag, but upgraded.
Yeah,
just like it. Yeah.
Exactly. That's perfect.
All right.
Awesome.
Well, we appreciate you calling in today. Congrats on getting married. Good luck at the party. And
Go Pack Go. Heck of a wedding.
Yeah, go Packers, fuck the Bears.
Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Well, thank you so much for calling in.
Thanks for answering.
You betcha. We'll talk soon now.
All right.
well, Charlie, another good episode in the books, fella.
We got it in there, my guy. I feel
What
like
would you do if you showed up to a bachelor party and they said, "Hey, we're plowing fields with horses"?
I'd be like, oh, I just forgot. I got hey, mom, what's going on? Oh yeah, no, I'll be right over there. Sorry guys, my mom needs me to go pick up some oranges from the grocery store. I'll see you at the wedding. It's at Lambeau, right?
You should go to the wedding.
Labor Day weekend, I think I got a show.
Labor Day weekend's tough.
Yeah, that is a cool ass
That
place.
class- Any other weekend we could have been there, Charlie.
Any other one?
Well, guys, thanks for tuning into another episode of the Bellied Up podcast.
Did you almost call it the You Betcha Radio?
Yes, I did. Bellied Up podcast. Always tip your bartender, and we will see you in the next one.